So you have free will, like straight up free will, and we forget that sometimes that we have free will. Well, no, there's laws and there's moral code and there's rules and regulations and there's I don't want to get fired and I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to get kicked out of my country and deported and I don't and all these things. There are all these reasons why we don't do certain things. That does not change the fact that we all have free will. Even if you were in a prison, like a jail or whatever, you still have free will. Yeah, your current circumstances are limited, but you still have free will. You are able to choose how you wish to be. So, in other words, just trying to think of random examples here. But you're going to the dentist and you got to get a cavity filled. Well, that's going to be fun. Sarcasm flag, right? Not that I needed to tell you I was being sarcastic about getting. Even though there are people out there, there are a few who actually would consider that a fun experience. But getting a cavity filled at the dentist, you're going to go do it, right? You have free will. You sit in the chair, and when they're working on you, it's your free will that comes in to where you can um, um, feel how you want to feel about the situation. You don't have to feel some negative feeling or connotation about it. You don't. It doesn't have to be a negative experience. That's up to you. A lot of times, it's how we define things, but it's really a matter of how we choose to be, think, and feel in the moment. So you can override your I hate to say this word programming, or that's just another way of saying what you probably would do in a certain situation without thinking about it, because that's kind of how you are programming. You have a choice to do that, to respond the way you're supposed to respond, but you don't have to. This isn't some huge, profound thing that's going to have some big impact in your life. However, in small moments, it can really come in handy. I'll give you an example. So let's say you're arguing with your boyfriend or girlfriend, right? So you're a mate. You're arguing back and forth, and you realize you don't want to do that anymore. It's just you don't feel it's productive. You don't. You just it's just you're just not feeling it. You don't want to argue. So as your significant other is like, let's say like yelling at you, what one thing you might want to do, like if that was me and I decided, nah, I don't want to do this. So I would try and slow everything down in my mind and I would try and pull myself into the present. I wouldn't be thinking about the past or the future. And in an argument, you'd be thinking, oh, that's easy to come to like get stuck into the past or the future. I think you understand what I'm saying about that. So present moment, I'm looking at my environment. I'm looking at her skin texture, and maybe like random little things, maybe like a piece of lint on a shirt, and I'm just like admiring how it looks, and I'm just trying to appreciate the beauty in the fibers and how they are weaved together, and I'm admiring it instead of paying attention to this being yelled at stuff. And it's a choice. It's a choice. I mean, you're in that situation, you have a choice. You can push the mental pause button and choose to be relaxed and at peace, even though you're in the middle of an argument. You can still do that. So, just a random thought.